my first time seeing Louis Money's Mario.
Okay.
However, as you said, Nerf, it kind of just matches with the Fundies setup we've got going on with Rob and Palutena here. So it's going to fit the bill perfect for Louis Money as he faces off this treacherous team of Game & Watch, Zombie, and Inson.
Yeah,
Well, we'll see. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Miya does not waste any time, starts off with the main, and here on Smashville, interesting, in earlier parts of Squad Strike, you'll see people just always default to PS2 because they're like, yeah, it's good for most of my characters. But, like, we're actually getting to the real stage picks now, baby.
No, I'm banning.
Yeah, I'm banning. That's so true. And right now, Louis Money playing off stage, doing the best you can against Game & Watch. Obviously, a very edge guard heavy character. You don't want to put yourself on the ledge, but you do feel comfortable enough over there that you can still make some plays happen.
Yeah, however, though, Louis Money not really able to land some consistent hits until now, just not matching up to the percentage that Mia's already dealt on him. 120%, just going to have to hold that, unfortunately, and going to be able to use that up B to space it out a little bit from the recovery option against Miya.
Okay, get a footstool, but it doesn't actually get you out of danger. So Louis Money just trying to play as best as he can, play up. But yeah, Miya, this is the time where you see blood in the water. You're like, okay, you're directly above me. I got this platform so I can close the gap a little bit better. Let's throw out some up airs and some stuff. I mean, that seems to be like the MO right now, and Mia's getting a lot of leverage off of it, taking that Rob out. Now we bring it to the Mario, and this is another one of those characters that can juggle, but also gets juggled.
Yeah. And the way that Miya is playing right now, he's just playing consistent, and as he always is, pretty much, just on top of everything.
Okay, waiting for something here. Nair not able to connect. Louis is just, he's just looking for everything, trying to look for anything in the kit will help. Can't get the cape angle to bring that up air back down, and the fast fall too far. Unfortunate for the up B, not able to make it.
Yeah. It's really difficult because, again, you're facing off Miya, who's like, arguably the strongest contender for Game & Watch here. And with all of the uppers, we just saw Louis Money unable to land on stage.
Yeah, it's tough, and especially with a character that has the ability to, like, to deal with it a little bit better than some others. Still, we got the Palutena, the tried and true, coming out, and now we're bringing it to a Steve. So we get the main out from Miya, that's great. But the Steve, I mean, we all know, it doesn't even have to be your main, it's a great character.
Yeah.
And Louis Money has definitely showed himself to be someone who can deal with Steves, at least a little bit.
He's doing an excellent job so far. Already able to match up to the percentage, 62%, however, 83%. How do you cancel here? The down smash, and Miya being able to read the teleport there. Unfortunately, just couldn't get through that wall and got lavaed on.
I mean, that's literally it. Like, Miya knew that there was no jump, so as soon as you do that, you build that block wall, and there is literally nowhere else that Louis Money can go.
You
there
cannot
is nowhere
do
else.
anything.
You
You're
have
dying.
to go specifically to that exact angle and land on the block and hope that Steve doesn't do that, and he did.
Yeah. And again, it's just like as we talked about literally minutes ago about being that level head kind of thing, and that's really how players differentiate here at this high level, if they're able to know the next move of their opponent here.
Okay, Louis Money looking like he's searching for the answer. Okay, the Falco. I've seen a little bit of him playing Falco before, so I know this is definitely in the playbook.
Yeah, and again, Falco, another Fundies character.
And an anti-zoner as well. That's the thing here. I think that might be the anti-Game & Watch play. That's why we're doing it in the mid, right? Because we know that was how, that's where Mia's putting Game & Watch on his roster, so let's do it.
And for Louis Money, we're actually going to be starting with the main this time around. So hopefully, maybe going to close out this Steve stock much more sooner. It seems like Louis Money has experience against plenty of Steves, as I'm sure he has. So it's really like no problem for him. This is just another day in the office. Yeah, very true. So now, what we got to deal with, just get away from the TNT, try to reset, get your bread and butters. Uncontested damage, by the way. This is looking pretty good. Finally, Miya gets something to write home about. Still, it's just a couple up airs, or up tilts, not too much. And, I mean, Luis is just he's just waiting for the right opening. Okay, that's a bit of an optimistic option, but I like it. Ooh, no grab. Okay, the up tilt, though. Yeah, not often you see that used, but that's the mix-up. Okay, can't get anything here. No back air. No back throw, I mean. Got the fair coming out, going to be taking the first stock now. However, we are going to be facing the Game & Watch now, so we'll see if Louis Money has a plan this time around, something different. Looks like he's going to be trying to teleporting now. I do like that option much more instead of trying to contest the up airs, just because it's like you're going to continue to fall in that cycle. And with the teleport at least to stage, Miya won't exactly know where you're going.
And it's a good time to use that in game 2 because you don't want to like use it too early. Otherwise, like Mia's going to start scouting out the teleport ledge cancels. Got to watch out. But now, yeah, you can't abuse it too much. You are getting out just barely without any punish. But you can tell Mia's starting to get impatient.
Yeah, we're seeing more fares come out. He's definitely looking for the kill here as he wants to finish off with money here. No back here, no turtle, but a grab up here.
I like it. Yeah, Louis Money not going to let Miya have the stock off stage, but finally the chair comes in to take it regardless. Now we have a little bit more damage here. The Falco with the combos. This is looking good. We just got to find out, can we put the nail in the coffin here against the Game & Watch? Can we get this out and start rocking with the next one?
I'd imagine this is easier for Falco to manage here because I believe Game & Watch is a little bit of like a low-profile character. Yeah. So being able to actually hit him and catch him could be a lot of beneficial here for Louis Money. And there it is, the back air to close it out, and the taunt! Hands off Mike!
All right, Louise. All right. I like it. You know, that's what you want. You know, that's the whole reason you bring Falco in. You just want to get with that one up tilt that you can hit that back air off of, and all of a sudden the game gets so much easier. Now you're playing Falco versus Incineroar, and this is almost like Louis Money's just ready to close it out already in game 2.
Yeah, he's already looking for something nasty. A down tilt to close it out, maybe another up tilt back air. We'll see what he's going to fish for here to close this.
Yeah, he tried to go for the drop zone dare there, but it doesn't even matter. We're going to go drop zone fair this time. Finally brings it down, and Louis Money, really, really good, consistent play. Once you got on that Falco, it was smooth sailing.
Yeah, for sure, and that's something I've noticed like a theme in with Squad Strike, that, you know, the unfortunate matchups that we see with like Captain Falcon trying to face off like a Game & Watch or more like Stout's character. Yeah. It's a little difficult trying to hit them because, you know, they have smaller hurt boxes and stuff like that, so it's not as easy to hit them. However, the Falco was almost like the perfect character to face off Miya's Game & Watch.
For sure. Yeah, I definitely think that was a really, really smart play. So why is he now hesitant on who he's picking? Okay. I was going to say, like, man, if you pick somebody else, like, no, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. But, okay, we're going to stick with it. He's going to feel like he's confident in the Falco. I think he should be. I think it was a great play last time.
Yeah,
Miya,
for
though,
sure.
Miya is going to be ready for it this time. Let's see how Miya counter-adapts to the Falco playstyle.
Yeah, and going to be switching the main first as well. So he's going to choose to face off of the Palutena first time around. So as we did see, Louis Money had a little bit of his struggles the first game around. However, he combated more the second time around. So we'll see for this game 3 if he can do it again.
That's true. And you also saw Miya switching the Incin for the Rob. I mean, pulling out the Rob himself. I think that's a better situation because, yeah, there's too many characters on Louis Money's team that could just easily dominate Incineroar. I think it's just a liability at that point. So better to cut him out and let him come back maybe later in top 8.
Yeah.
If you even survive against Louis Money, that is, because look at him. He's going crazy. Oh, never mind.
The
a lot of damage. Luckily, it's auto reticle, so it doesn't do too much. It's not like the craziest knockback or anything.
Oh man, that was such an interesting like small reaction there. I thought Louis Money was gonna try to go for a cheeky backer or something to catch Miya there, but gonna go for the safe option and teleport back to ledge. However, now we're playing back on stage here. Gonna get the back throw for Louis Money. Maybe a back air forward here. Will do it, of course. Yep, there it is.
Loving the jump callouts here from Louis Money, going off stage and just catching Miya in the most vulnerable place. Love that. So we definitely see Miya does that a lot. So to have it kind of like the tables turned is definitely an interesting thing to see.
Oh, no TNT explosion either, and especially evading that minecart so well. We're going to be seeing a little bit of aerial loops here. No third one, though.
That's okay. You just go right back, trying to reset here. Miya does take stage control back, though. This is the tough part. How do you get back in with Paolo?
Yeah, we're going to be seeing these walls now create a legit wall against Louis Money. Not able to find his way so easily in. However, the minecart is just going to rush into him and take the first stock now.
Yeah, you gotta recognize that, like, when Steve has so much iron, like Miya does right now, I mean, you gotta expect so many minecarts, so many anvils. Like, they have an excess, they're gonna use it constantly.
No.
Look at this. And maybe the Falco could do something against the Steve, but right now we haven't gotten any of the combo starters. It's all been the Miya show. Oh, no.
Yeah, that was such like a difficult position to be in, especially if you're Louis Money, because you're trying to recover, but you just can't because you're getting walled out. And oh my god!
That's the 10! Oh my god! Louis Money, I mean, even in the most high-pressure situations, still staying alive, still skating by. But can you survive this? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, the Steve switch up for the second pick, I think, was a smart option by Miya there, kind of catching Louis Money a little off guard and being able to combat against the Falco much more easier that time around.
We got Jin Kazuma theme. Very nice. Okay.
Oh.
We got the banger.
Okay.
We got the banger song.
The music counter pick.
The music counter pick. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's true.
It's real.
What are we doing? Is
Min
it
Min?
Min Min? No, he's hovering.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No.
there's no way Louis Money has
No,
a
he's just hovering it. Okay. I think the Falco was doing great in game 2. So what happened? How do we get so far? I think Mia's adaptations obviously are really good. Like the Steve was doing some mad work, and of course when you get Steve Falco, that's a pretty solid one for Steve. So I'll admit.
Yeah. I think I just think it snowballed so much because Falco can definitely create that space from Steve, and he could be able to have those small interactions where he'll find his way in on Steve, but because the position that Louis Money had put himself on ledge there, it was just so unfortunate.
I know, and now I think the order is actually like the real counter pick for these two. We're going mains first.
Going back to Mario and switching out the Falco, so we shall see.
Yeah, so far, I mean, this is like the true battle at the very beginning. You know, this is main versus main. Got to make the plays happen. Got to get yourself that early lead. You know, this is imagine this is regular bracket right now. You got to just like put yourself there. Trying to cancel these ledges, and goes really deep. This is what I'm talking about. Miya with these really deep offstage edge guards, especially with that lasting back air, is so good. So hard to deal with.
And Mia's just ready for everything, too. As we saw there on that ledge, he was preemptively using the tilts. He was already up smashing. Like, he was just there and ready for anything Louis Money was going to try to recover with. However, now Louis Money's going to try to turn this around in his favor. We got the Rob, only 50% on the Game & Watch, though.
It's just so hard to pin Game & Watch down off stage because you've got that really, really fast up special. But we get something here. It's not enough to take the stock, but that does make you think twice about getting these recoveries. Rebounds that gyro off the backboard, but it doesn't do anything. Miya looking for something here. Louis Money maybe hesitates and throws out a Hail Mary too much.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that key there and the turtle. Another one could close it out here, but again, Mia's got to play it careful because Game & Watch is a light character here, and we are nearing those triple percentages now.
No, you are right. You can get reversed in an instant just like this, but in those edgeguard situations, like Mia's just trying to run out the fuel from Louis Money. It's just trying to be like, okay, look, I can just reset to ledge every time I want, but you have to stay out there. You have to expend those resources.
Yeah, and it seems like Rob is a bit more combative against the Steve. He's able to destroy those walls and those blocks a lot more sooner than Palutena is here. So we'll see if it's enough to get through to the Steve, though. However, Mia's already farming, already at work here. However, Louis Money is not done.
Yeah, I mean, with a good up air, that's lots of damage on the board, but you get too close. You whiff punish, and the TNT, wrong place, wrong time. Unfortunately, you know, he does take all that damage, but at least he's not dead. At least he's still alive.
Yeah, he's hanging on to this, and Rob is a heavy, so he can hopefully take a little bit more. Small battlefield, gotta be careful here. Oh, up here. Oh my gosh.
Smart, but how do you still stay alive at 146 with all that rage on Steve from the anvil? I don't know how you lived, but you lived, and we'll take it. But yeah, Louis Money looking for some big stuff. I like that we went for the down throw, but yeah, you got to make sure you're getting those consistent confirms. Otherwise, you are in danger. Hey, that... He actually saved him.
He actually did save. That block saved his life for a mere second. But we're now on the Mario. Back airing the minecart. That's out of the way. However, still got to face off this Steve with Diamond now. How do you approach Money?
I don't know. All Diamond and all these iron, like, it's just minecart, minecart, minecart. You're throwing out 4 minecarts in 10 seconds. Like, we have the ability to do that. Finally, a strong whip punish. Miya, maybe an uncharacteristically missed forward smash, but hey, Louis Money's going to take it to the bank. Now, do we get the combos? Can we combo the combo food?
Yeah, and honestly, both of these characters could be combo food nonetheless, so it just really matters who gets that first ring first, and Miya has the stage control on this ledge here, controlling and tracing down Louis Money's approaches here, and with the Zombear, not gonna close it out!
Still alive!
Just yet.
Oh, but no, the laser, and it has to go all the way in. The perfect gyro. Obviously catching the American air dodge. It was the only way in. It was the only way out for Louis Money, unfortunately. And Miya, it's just that constant funneling, knowing how to force your options to become more and more limited, and then just essentially taking your chances, either a 50-50 or a 100% chance of hitting this, you know, and for Louis Money, he hit nothing. He had no jump. He had no nothing. So it really is unfortunate, but he fought really, really hard against Akala. I mean, it definitely could have gone either way. We could have seen a Game 5. I would have loved to see it.
Yeah, I mean, nonetheless, though, Louis Money going to be bowing out at 4th place.
That's fire.
Pretty strong placing.
Really strong placing. As
well for Louis Money, you know, very consistent player with his placings and his characters and all of that. Can't be too mad about it.
Yeah, especially to P tier like this. It's an incredibly stacked event. You know, we have like, I think like 6 or 8 of like the best Japanese players here. We have so many great players. You know, we're missing a few, but I mean, hey, we're still great.